Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Hold on, let me turn the light on in here. Ugh. Pow. Boom, we got electricity in here. Hey, check this out, man. Now, I think it's good news, to be honest with you. But Terence Crawford, man, you know, every video we do these days is about Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford just got himself one step closer to making, I would say, I wouldn't even say a dream, I would say his next milestone, making his next milestone a reality. So the WBO has granted the opportunity for Terence Crawford to fight Tszyu if he wishes to move up to 154 and actually fight Tszyu next for the title. Now, this story has been circulating out there in Australia. It's made its way over. It's made its way over here to the States now. So it's gaining some traction. The question is now, what does Terence Crawford do? Because obviously Terence Crawford, although I feel he's cooling off because there's some inactivity there may be an opportunity for him to chase a legacy fight with good money by facing Tszyu, opposed to fighting a rematch for great money against Errol Spence. I truly believe the Errol Spence rematch, Terence Crawford could probably make it a little 20 to 25 million. However, I gotta say this: him fighting, well, he can make 20 to 25 million, but it just depends on how the pay-per-view breakdown and everything is. If Crawford and Spence can make the fight, it's not going to be aired on Showtime because Showtime's over. Is the network provider going to be out of the equation? Because that breakdown of 10% to the distributor, 45% of pay-per-view revenues go to the cable provider, and then the other 45% goes to the promoter. So when you look at that, 55% of the pay-per-view revenues off the top is gone, right? So I'm not sure what the money's going to look like for Spence and Crawford in a rematch, especially if they happen to do the rematch on a streaming platform. Because now the cable, the network provider is out of there. You still have some kind of distributor. The streaming platform, I'm assuming, would be the distributor. I'm not sure what percentage that would be, maybe 10%, 20%. But nonetheless, there should be more than 45% available for the promoter. And then whatever percentage is there, that's what gets split by promoter and the fighter. So we've got to wait and see how the numbers would work out. But what I'm getting at is fighting Tszyu in Australia, again, what are they going to be fighting on? Is it going to be on, ESPN, which I doubt it? Is it going to be on a streaming platform? So we just have to see if it's going to be a network, streaming platform. How the pay-per-view revenue is going to be broken down. But nonetheless, let's say everything remained the same as it was when Crawford fought Spence. If he was to fight Tszyu, I'm thinking Crawford could probably get close to damn near 20 million just for fighting Tszyu in Australia. We've had several people who are on the channel talk about having facilities there that can accommodate 100,000 people in Australia, which would sell out because Tszyu is a huge name. Crawford is a huge name, especially what he was able to accomplish against Errol Spence. So plus, they would like to see Tszyu get a little bit of revenge for what Crawford did to Jeff Horn. But Tszyu did the same thing to Jeff Horn, so, whatever. But it's going to make for an interesting fight. But I think Crawford, either way it goes, I think Crawford's next fight is going to be another, what I would say, big money fight for him, which, he's earned. But something for people to understand. I think this is a little bit of secret society being at work. But it also has, I think a lot more to do with Terence Crawford representing that WBO strap for so many years. That he has a good relationship with the WBO, and he was there at that WBO conference out there in the Dominican Republic. And while he was there, there were a lot of good things happening for Terence Crawford. WBC is doing a lot of good things for Crawford too. Get a man a ring, and he's there at the WBO press conference. So I am very sure Crawford had a conversation. And with the WBO, which allows the fighters to move up or down a weight division, I am sure that conversation took place. And I'm sure they took care of him. And that would explain Jermell Charlo being stripped of that WBO strap to make sure that that strap went over there to Tszyu. Crawford was able to fight Tszyu for that strap, and the winner of that fight would go on to fight Jermell. So when you look at how everything comes to play, when you string it all together, you'd have to think that the WBO is kind of looking out for one of their, I would say, not a representative for the WBO. He was a good, not advocate, not someone who campaigned. It's not stellar. He was a goddamn word is slipping my mind, man. That's what happens when you start to get old. He was a, I just had the word on the tip of my damn tongue, man. She's driving me crazy. He was just, goddamn. Anyway, I can't get it. While I'm talking, it'll probably come to me. But anyway, he was, Terence Crawford represented the WBO strap very well, man. So I think that has something to do with it, but I think it also has a lot to do with them looking back and seeing how they can kind of maneuver a bit to kind of give Jermell Charlo what he wants. Hey, go fight Canelo, we take the belt. We're going to give it to Tszyu. Now, Tszyu is a champion because that's what Tszyu's been wanting, right? The WBO's mandatory. He's tired of waiting for his opportunity. Shut Tszyu up, give him the belt. Okay, now Crawford, this whole thing of fighting Spence at 147, 154. Look, we're not going to strip you, Crawford, because you got mandatories at 147. We're just going to let you know, hey, it's come on up, fight Tszyu. Now everybody's happy, right? Jermell got his money fight. Tszyu's a champion. Crawford gets to come up and try to pursue undisputed in the third weight division, but he has to pick up that belt off Tszyu first. And then after that, Crawford goes on to fight Jermell. Let me tell you something. If Crawford goes up to fight Tszyu, and then Crawford wants to go fight Jermell, Crawford will be forced to drop all those belts at 147. Next year, the welterweight division is going to start to bubble. And the super welterweight division is going to become interesting because Crawford's going to be up there chasing a 3-time undisputed distinction. And that fight's going to happen by the summer. So we always sit here and do our deep dives, but there's always change to the change. And I really think what's going to happen next year, Crawford and Tszyu will fight. Crawford will beat Tszyu. There may or may not be a rematch. But then he goes on to fight Jermell Charlo. I just think that's what's going to happen. So we got to sit back and wait and see. Either way it goes, good money for Crawford, especially if he goes to Australia. That's where he has to make a decision. Do I go to Australia? Do I stay here in the States? With Bomac, I wouldn't want to go anywhere. I had to make sure you got check Bomac's pockets, check that man's suitcase, maybe want to reach inside and check that man's underwear, make sure he ain't got nothing in there that he didn't know was there. Because you can't afford to have another misstep, especially going out there into Australia. They don't need that kind of attention. But that being said, that's the latest and greatest. A lot of people have an opinion on how this came about. But I'm going to tell you, in my honest opinion, I think it's some secret society business involved, just a little bit, remember, but I think it's a whole lot of what Terence Crawford did for the WBO and them showing him a little appreciation by saying, you know what, we're gonna keep the party going. You go ahead and you can fight Tszyu for his WBO strap. But that being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I'm still thinking about that damn word. It's like someone who's representing something. It's like someone who's a good. I just had it right there, man. I just had it right there. I'm going crazy. I need to end this video because right now I'm sounding like I had a bowl of dumbass for breakfast. Not a good liaison. A good. God damn, I'm going crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna mention that in the comments when it comes to me. Y'all keep cool in the breeze.